Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss some more concepts of the chapter 1, that is conductors and insulators. You are familiar with these two terms. Let's discuss some activity to understand more about this. You have seen the experiments to show the polarity of the charges. Now here let's consider a case if we have a metal rod directly in the hands of a person, and while holding it, when it is rubbed with silk, then we will not observe any charges if we consider another case, if that the person is having the plastic handle and the metal rod, it's connected to it, and then it is rubbed with the silk cloth, then the charges develop on rod. What do these two conditions show? These two conditions show that our body is conducting. That's why whatever charges are produced on this are grounded, right? And here, when we are holding it with an insulating handle, in this case, whatever charges are produced on the rod stay on this, right? So what do we infer from this activity? That there are some materials which allow the charges to flow through them, right? And there are some materials which do not allow the charges to flow through them. So materials which allow the charges to flow through them are called conductors, and the materials which do not allow the charges to flow through them are called insulators, right? So we have the definition of conductors and insulators over here. These allow charges to flow through them, right? That means you can say, in other words, it can allow current to flow through them, and it does not allow charges to flow through them. You know the examples very well because you have been studying this from lower classes, your lower classes. So conductors may we have iron, aluminium, silver, all the metals, and silver is the best conductor. Of electricity. You have studied this in 10th. And insulators we have rubber, plastic, PVC, polyvinyl chloride, etc. right? So this was about conductors and insulators. We have another type of materials which we'll study later on, that are semiconductors, and a term dielectric for special insulators is there, that we'll also study there. But here one more important difference is that on insulator, if somehow the charge is there, it is not transferable, it remains static at a place. But when on conductor we have a charge, it flows. So that's why conducting body allows the flow of charges, but an insulating body does not allow the flow of charges, right? So on insulators, charges stay at a place, but on conductors, charges are distributed all over, because these allow the flow of charges. So if we are talking about a conductor, if we provide charge, it gets distributed. But if we are talking about an insulator, if we provide charge, it stays at a place. So this is your insulator and this is your conductor. Right? Hope this difference is clear. Now we have to discuss, if we are discussing about conductors, then we need to discuss about earthing also. You have an idea about earthing. Whenever there is a lightning in the sky, we want to protect our homes from that lightning to strike on our building and damage it. Then we have earthing conductors or lightning conductors in our buildings. So what is that? We are going to study that. And moreover, this earthing also provides a safe path for the charge if there is a leakage of charge from any of the electric appliances. You remember in 10th standard we had studied that there are three kinds of wires in our supplies. Live and neutral wire are the wires which carry and take the current from the main supply, and the third wire is the earth wire, which is used to transfer any leakage of current or the charge through the appliances in case of emergency, so that we don't get a shock due to faulty appliance. So earthing is what? It's a safety measure safety device to transfer charge due to lightning or faulty appliance into the earth. Now what is this setup? So what is there? There is an earthing wire through the appliance. Say for example iron is there, and there is an earthing wire which is passing through an iron pipe taken towards a metallic plate which is dug deep, which is in the dug deep pit. And this pit is of the depth where we get moist soil, and in this moist soil, charcoal, lime and common salt is mixed in this pit to make this conduction of the charge from the faulty appliance easy. And this is your earth wire, as we have just discussed. So whenever there is a leakage of charge from a faulty appliance, it passes to the earth and the person is saved from the electric shock, right? So out of the 3 wires, we have live, neutral and earth. So this is your earth wire, right? So this also protects us from lightning. So that's all for now. Have a nice day.